Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki and I'm so happy to have you here with me. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me to go nowhere. This video is a little late being filmed and being uploaded. It was supposed to go up last weekend, but unfortunately I got a little sick and wasn't able to film anything. So I do apologize for that. Before we get started with today's video, if you are new, be sure to smash that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way you won't miss any future videos. Now, let's get into today's video. The first thing I really want to do is I want to prep my skin and do some skincare. Since being sick since last week, I've had a lot of dryness around my nose because my nose has been running nonstop. So I'm going to put a little extra moisturizer around my nose so the makeup won't look so dry. So I'm going to be using my Rich Day Cream in Vitamin C, and we're going to apply that on my face. Just going to take a little bit. Going to put a little extra here around my nose. And we're going to rub that in. Going to put my hair back a little bit. This area is just so dry. I've been applying so much moisturizer. It's just been so dry. Now what I want to do is a little bit of serum. I'm just going to grab that and I'll be right back. Grabbed my serum. These skincare products I'm showing you now are the absolute best and highly recommended. I have been using these skincare products for the past 3 years. The skincare company is, in my opinion, #1. So this is the serum. It is the Magic Serum Anti-Aging Face Serum for all skin types, and it comes in 50 milliliters of 1.76 fluid ounces. And I just use 2 pumps. Like that. I'm just going to rub it in. I'm going to pull my hair back a little bit and just rub it all over my face. And we mustn't forget our neck. Neck is very important. And I'm just going to give this a moment to absorb into my skin. And I'm going to do the last skincare product. You got to not forget the eyes. The last skincare product is for your eyes. I'm going to be using the Pure Magic Skin Eye Lifting Treatment Mask. Just going to squeeze a little bit out. I don't know if you can see that. Very important to do. I'm going to give that a moment to absorb, and we're going to get started with today's video. I did forget to mention that I plan to be doing a green eye look. It's a difficult decision to choose between the ColourPop Twilight palette or the Revolution Forever Flawless Birds of Paradise. So I've decided to use both. I'm going to go get everything I need, and we're going to get started. See you in a moment. First thing I need to do is prime my eyes. I'm going to be using my Holy Grail go-to eyeshadow primer, and that is this one right here, the LA Girl Pro Prime eyeshadow primer in the shade Sheer Nude. Just going to put this on my eye, and then on my eyelid, and then I'm going to blend that out. Just give me a moment. I'm going to go grab my disposable blending sponge, and we'll go ahead and blend that out. I know a lot of people use a brush. For me, it's just easier to use this. I hope you all are doing well. You're enjoying your weekend. I'm enjoying mine. I just decided to stay in again. Last weekend, being sick, I didn't go anywhere at all. I was feeling really bad. I had a bad cough, runny nose, stuffiness. I had I'll have still a sinus infection, but I've been taking antibiotics. I'm feeling much, much better. My voice sounds much better than it did last weekend. So I'm still not back to normal, but it does definitely sound better than it did. All right, I'm going to grab some brushes and let's get into this eye look. The very first palette that I'm going to be dipping into is the Revolution Forever Flawless Birds of Paradise palette. And I'm going to go in with the shade Jungle right there. Stunning palette, stunning pigmented shades. So I'm just using this brush right here. And we're just going to pick up a little bit and we're going to put some on the outer corner. Going to start with this eye here. I'm going to pick up a little bit more. Okay, I wanted to just make sure it was looking really good. It is. I'm going to go ahead and stop and put some on this eye over here. So I'm going to pick up more of that shade Jungle. Tap that out. I feel so happy to be able to do makeup. It's just something that's just making me so happy. I think we need to pick more of that shade up. Let's grab some. But very, very happy to be doing makeup. Just like when you're feeling like down or you're just feeling restless. Just go into your makeup collection, pick a palette, and just play around with some makeup. I just love doing that. It just brings me to my happy place. I'm just picking up some more of that shade. And I'm going to go look off camera into the mirror to make sure I like where this is going. I'll be right back. Now I just want to blend this out before I do the next color. So I am using the Luxie, I'm trying to find the name here, the Luxie 209. This is a large shader brush. Just going to go really lightly. Just very carefully blend that out. And we'll blend this out even more later on. Okay. Now I want to go into the next color, which will be the ColourPop Twilight palette. Give me a moment. I'm going to grab that palette and let's carry on. Am I the only one? I'm left-handed and I feel like I'm struggling to hold this palette. But when I use my right hand, no problems. Is that weird or what? I think that's weird. Anyways, I'm just babbling. All right, I just want to do a little bit more of that shade 17. I'm just going to quickly pause, look into the mirror, and make sure this is looking stunning. Give me one moment. I just want to blend this out a little bit, and then we're going to do the glitter. So again, I'm using the Luxie. This is the 209 large shader brush. Just very lightly going to blend that out. All right, I'm going to grab the next brush and we're going to do the last shade. I do have a little bit of cleanup to do underneath my eyes. I do have some green shadow here, but that's nothing in a moment. After I do the glitter, I will clean that up with some concealer. So let's do the final shade, some glitter. So again, I'm using the ColourPop Twilight palette. And I'm just going to use my finger. I'm going to be using, like I said, the shade Lion and Lamb. Just need your finger. Stunning. I'm just going to put all over my lower lid. Stunning. Let's put some on the other eye. Again, my finger. You can never go wrong with these glitters of ColourPop. They are so amazing. Give me one moment. I just want to take a look, and then we're going to do a little eyeliner and fix up some of the mess I made. Now it's time to clean up the under eyes. I made a little mess. We had a little fallout, but that's okay. I'm going to use some concealer. This is the Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer from Milani. This is in the shade 130 Light Beige. And I'm just very carefully going to put some right there, and right here. And I'm going to grab the brush I need and we'll clean this up. So I grabbed my Real Techniques brush. This is the Real Techniques 421 brush right here. And this is what I use to clean up my mess. And I'm going to put some correcting concealer on as well because I have some bags and darkness underneath my eyes right now. That's what happens as we get older. In another few weeks here, I'm going to be turning 52. And you know what? I'm freaking proud of it. I'm proud of my age. Yes, I'm going to be turning 52 in about 2.5 weeks. And I'm very proud. Not ashamed. Alright, let me decide which color I want to do for underneath the eyes for eyeliner, and then we'll get into that. Give me one moment. I do have a little bit of cleanup to do underneath my eyes. I do have some green shadow here, but that's nothing in a moment. After I do the glitter, I will clean that up with some concealer. So let's do the final shade, some glitter. So again, I'm using the ColourPop Twilight palette. And I'm just going to use my finger. I'm going to be using, like I said, the shade Lion and Lamb. Just need your finger. Stunning. I'm just going to put all over my lower lid. Stunning. Let's put some on the other eye. Again, my finger. You can never go wrong with these glitters of ColourPop. They are so amazing. Give me one moment. I just want to take a look, and then we're going to do a little eyeliner and fix up some of the mess I made. Now it's time to clean up the under eyes. I made a little mess. We had a little fallout, but that's okay. I'm going to use some concealer. This is the Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer from Milani. This is in the shade 130 Light Beige. And I'm just very carefully going to put some right there, and right here. And I'm going to grab the brush I need and we'll clean this up. So I grabbed my Real Techniques brush. This is the Real Techniques 421 brush right here. And this is what I use to clean up my mess. And I'm going to put some correcting concealer on as well because I have some bags and darkness underneath my eyes right now. That's what happens as we get older. In another few weeks here, I'm going to be turning 52. And you know what? I'm freaking proud of it. I'm proud of my age. Yes, I'm going to be turning 52 in about 2.5 weeks. And I'm very proud. Not ashamed. Alright, let me decide which color I want to do for underneath the eyes for eyeliner, and then we'll get into that. For eyeliner, I've decided to dip into, once again, the ColourPop Twilight palette, and I am going to use first this shade right here, which is Ice Cold. And then I think I'm going to dip into 17. So let's do it. I'm also using the Luxie 221 flat definer brush. So let's do this. Because I don't want to do anything dark. Just want to keep it light. And not poke your eye out like I just did. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same brush and go into 17. And let's grab some more of 17. I should be tapping that out. Alright, I'm going to quickly go do the rest of my makeup off camera, and I'll be back with the final look. But this is how the eyes are looking. Let me go finish this, and I'll be right back. See you in a moment. This look is done. This is the face. Now let me come up closer and just show you how this look all turned out. Stunning. Gorgeous. And that glare just gives enough that you all know I love. And you know by now that I have to say this. I must. I have to. This look is perfect for any of you, I'm talking about you, who are 50 and older. You, yes, you can do this look if I can do it. And I'm almost 52. And you know what? I have my days, but in most part, I feel fabulous for being in my 50s. I'm proud of my age. Just wanted to throw that out there. But the point is, if you're 50 and older, you can do this. Let me give you another last look of the eye look. You ready? If you enjoyed watching this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed, smash that subscribe button. This video is going up tonight. And of course, I will be certain to share some photos and swatches of the shades I used. And as always, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And I also wanted to say, because I forgot to mention this, all of the products you saw me use, I will have linked down below. And the ones you did not see me use will also be linked down below in my description. See you guys later. Bye.